The state of Telangana is surrounded by Maharashtra and Chhattisgarh in the north, Karnataka in the west, and Andhra Pradesh in the south and east directions. The terrain of Telangana region consists mostly of hills, mountain ranges, and thick dense forests covering an area of 27,292 square kilometers. As of 2019, the state of Telangana is divided into 33 districts. The total area of Telangana is 1,12,077 square kilometers, and it ranks the 11th among the other states. Most of the part is red gravelly soils. Also, various other soil types like chakas and sandy soils, dubas, deep red loamy soils, and very deep black cotton soils also exist in Telangana. The state has reported extent of recorded forest area 26,904 square kilometer, which is 24% of its geographical area. The reserved, protected, and unclassed forests are 75.65%, 22.07%, and 2.28% of the recorded forest area in the state respectively. The state has dense teak forests on the northern part along the banks of the Godavari. Some of the famous national parks in Telangana are Kasu Brahmananda Reddy National Park in Hyderabad, Mahavir Arena Vanasthali National Park in Hyderabad, and Murugavani National Park in Chilkur. Telangana is separated from Andhra Pradesh by the Krishna River, which acts as a geographical divider between the two. The Krishna River is the third longest river of the country, originating in the Satara district of Maharashtra in the Western Ghats. This river flows across the state of Karnataka before reaching Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Bhima is one of the prominent tributaries of the Krishna River in Telangana. River Godavari, the other most important river of Telangana, is the second longest river of the country. The river originates in the Nashik district of Maharashtra and runs across the Deccan Plateau before crossing Telangana and entering the Bay of Bengal. The river Manjira is one of its major tributaries. The annual extractable groundwater resource for future needs is 4,317 million cubic meter. The overall stage of groundwater extraction ranges from 23% to 94%. There are 527 named mountains in Telangana. The highest and the most prominent mountain is Doligata. In Telangana, we have the Satmala range located in Adilabad. In Mahbubnagar, Nagar Karnool, we find the Balagat range. Some other important mountain ranges in Telangana are the Anantagiri Hills in Vikrabad, Kandikal in Peddapalli, Jaishankar and Raki Hills in Jagital districts. Telangana is a semi-arid zone and has a predominantly hot and dry climate. The areas covered by the Deccan Plateau are characterized by hot summers with relatively mild winters. In Telangana region, the mean maximum temperature varies between 40 degrees Celsius and 43 degrees Celsius in May, and the mean minimum temperature is 13 degrees Celsius to 17 degrees Celsius in December and January. The minimum temperature falls rapidly after October, and less than 10 degrees Celsius has also been recorded on certain days. Telangana state is known for its rich heritage in biological diversity distributed in 9 agroclimatic regions. Among the flora, the state harbors a total of 2,800 taxa belonging to 1,051 genera and 185 families. This accounts for 16% of angiosperms known from India. Of these, 2,071 species belonging to 150 families and 796 genera are dicotyledons, and 729 species belonging to 255 genera and 35 families are monocotyledons. Among the fauna, Telangana state is rich with 108 species of mammals that include tiger, leopard, sloth bear, giant squirrel, fox, wild dogs, wild boar, Indian bison, common langur, etc. The total population of the state is 3.5 crores. The male population is 1.76 crores and the female population is 1.73 crores. There are 988 females per 1000 males in the state. Koya tribe is the largest Adivasi tribe of Telangana. The community is spread across the Telugu-speaking states of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. In Telangana, they are spread in erstwhile districts of Khammam and Warangal. The population of Koyas is 381,354 as per 2011 census. In terms of religion in Telangana, Hinduism constitutes 85%, Islam 12.69%, Christianity 1.27%, and Sikhism is 0.09%. The overall literacy rate of Telangana is 72.8% and the female literacy is 57.90%. Ogu Katha. Ogu Katha derives its name from the inspiring Damarukam called Ogu, which initiates the stories sung by the ballad singers. Several Saiva stories are in the repertoire of the Ogus, though others not connected with the Saivism are also sung. Kinnara Katha. Kinnara Katha is a folk ballad form narrated by Dakala community in Telangana to the supplement of string instrument called Kinnara. It has usually 7 notes and so is called Yedumitya Kinnara. Golla Sudulu. Golla Sudulu are accompanied by a drum and a horn. These Gollas also participate in reciting a long verse, Dandakam, on religious occasions and offer sacrifices during ritual ceremonies. Veeranatyam refers to the dance of Lord Shiva that was performed when the Lord got enraged with Sati's death and humiliation. Veeranatyam is also known as the dance of destruction. This dance is still practiced by people of Veeramusti community who claim to be the descendants of Veerabhadra. Butta Bommulu. Butta Bommulu is a typical folk dance popular in the state of Telangana. In this particular dance, the dancers wear masks of different characters and entertain people with their delicate movements accompanied by non-verbal music. Dapu is a lively dance form that started in Nizamabad district. The dancers wear colorful dresses and dance to the musical tunes of cymbals, tabla and harmonium. In Dapu, the themes are usually based on the mythological stories. In Telangana, one can clearly witness the composite, pluralistic and inclusive culture and traditions. Be it Bathukama, Shankranti, Ramzan, Moharram or Christmas, the region is a beacon of secular tradition and festive glory. Vijayadashmi, also known as Dashera or Navaratri, is an important Hindu festival celebrated in Telangana. The festival, which symbolizes the victory of good over evil, is celebrated with traditional fervor, devotion and gaiety across Telangana. Bonalu is a Hindu festival where goddess Mahakali is worshipped. It is an annual festival celebrated in Telangana state, especially in the twin cities of Hyderabad and Secunderabad. The festival falls during Ashadha Masam in July and August. Halim. Halim is snack food especially prepared during the Ramzan month. It is a delicious festive food in Hyderabad. It is a special staple food famous throughout the world in the holy month of Ramzan. It is a dish made of wheat, barley, meat, lentils and spices. Pumpkin kheer. It's a North Indian dessert especially prepared on Navaratri festival. It's not only delicious but also nutritious. It is also called Kaddu Ka Kheer. The main ingredients are sugar, pumpkin and dry fruits. It is prepared during Ramzan season. Dadojanam. Dadojanam is a spicy curd rice especially prepared on Bathukama festival. It is very simple to prepare and also delicious. It is made of spices, rice and curd. This spicy curd rice is a famous festive food in Telangana and Andhra. Undralla Payasam. Undralla Payasam is unique sweet specially prepared on Vinayak Chaturthi. It is said that it is a favorite sweet of Ganesh, so it is prepared on Vinayak Chaturthi. It is made of rice flour and chana dal. It is also called Tipi Kudumulu. Telangana, the youngest state of India, is developing its sports infrastructure at various district levels. The government has decided to adopt several measures to encourage sports and develop various facilities in the state. Lav Agarwal, the Vice Chairman and Managing Director of the Sports Authority of Telangana, has observed the need for a Telangana State Sports University and decided to allocate special funds for the project. carved pillar at a thousand pillar temple. Thousand Pillar Temple is one of the very old temples of the South India located in Telangana. This temple was built during the rule of Kakatiya dynasty of Warangal. It stands out to be a masterpiece and achieved major heights in terms of architectural skills by the ancient Kakatiya Vishwakarma Satabdis. The carved pillar of Thousand Pillars Temple is the example of Kakatiya art. It is believed that Thousand Pillar Temple was built by King Rudradeva in 1163 AD. Thousand Pillar Temple is a specimen of the Kakatiyan style of architecture of the 12th century. It was destroyed by the Tughlaq dynasty during their invasion of South India. It consists of one temple and other buildings. There are 1000 pillars in the building and the temple, but no pillar obstructs a person in any point of the temple to see the god in the other temple. Temples of Alampur. There is a total of 9 temples in Alampur. These temples are the example of rich architecture of Chalukya times. All of them are dedicated to Lord Shiva. These temples date back to the 7th century AD. These temples were built by the Badami Chalukya rulers who were great patrons of art and architecture. Even after a time span of several hundred years, these grand temples still stand firm, reflecting the rich architectural heritage of the country. The temples are symbolic features of the northern and western Indian styles of architecture. They do not reflect the Dravidian style of architecture, as is generally common with the temples in the region. The shikaras of all these temples have a curvilinear form and are adorned with the miniature architectural devices. The plans and decoration similar to that of the rock-cut temples. Alampur Navabrahma temples are historically important and reflect remarkable architectural skills. Warangal Fort. Warangal Fort appears to have existed since at least 13th century CE. This fort was built during the time of later half of Kakatiya rules. Warangal Fort was built during the time of Rudramadevi and Prataparudra. It had the gateways, square bastions, and additional circular earthen walls prior to the death of Prataparudra in 1323. Salar Jung Museum. Salar Jung Museum is the carrier of Indian art of Nizam rule. Salar Jung Museum is an art museum located at Darushifa on the southern bank of the Musi River in the city of Hyderabad. The collection of the museum was sourced from the property of Salar Jung family. Salar Jung Museum is the third largest museum in India, housing the biggest one-man collections of antiques in the world. Telangana is one of the fastest growing states in India, posting average annual growth rate of 13.90% over the last 5 years. Telangana's nominal gross state domestic product for the year 2020 and 21 stands at 12.05 lakh crore. Service sector is the largest contributor of Telangana's economy, with a share of about 65% in the year 2018 and 19. Growth in services has largely been fueled by IT services, with the state holding leading position in IT and ITES in the country in terms of production and exports. Agriculture also forms a backbone of Telangana's economy. Two important rivers of India, the Godavari and Krishna, flow through the state, providing irrigation. Farmers in Telangana mainly depend on rain-fed water sources for irrigation. Rice is a major food crop. Other important local crops are sugarcane, mango, and tobacco. Recently, crops used for vegetable oil production, such as sunflower and peanuts, have gained favor. There are many multi-state irrigation projects in development, including Godavari River Basin irrigation projects. In 1948, Indian Army annexed the princely state of Hyderabad, which comprised different regions including Telangana. In 1956, Telangana merged with the Andhra state, which was carved out of Madras state to form Andhra Pradesh, a United States for Telugu-speaking people. 1969, Jai Telangana movement for separate statehood to Telangana began. Over 300 people killed in police firing. 2009, Chief Minister Y.S. Rajasekhara Reddy died in helicopter crash, triggering political uncertainty. 2013, Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Bill was introduced in both houses of state's legislature amid clashes between Simandara and Telangana lawmakers. In 2014, Lok Sabha passes Telangana Bill. 2014, Rajya Sabha passes bill. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh announces package for Simandara. In 2014, Telangana is born as the new state. Chandrasekhar Rao takes oath as the first Chief Minister. In Telangana, the education system is of 10+2 system before joining undergraduation. First standard to 10th standard classes are conducted by the school education under the administration of the school education department. And finally, the 10th class SSC public examination at the state level is conducted by the Board of Secondary Education. After this, 2-year intermediate education under the administration of the Board of Intermediate Education. The state would provide reservation in higher education to weaker sections of the society on the pattern of the Tamil Nadu, bypassing the 50% limit. In Telangana, there are 32,337 primary schools, 10,877 high schools, and 205 higher secondary schools conducted by the government. There are 9 government universities and 8 private universities in the state. The primary tier is designed to have 3 types of healthcare institutions, namely a sub-center for population of 3,000 to 5,000, a primary health center for 20,000 to 30,000 people, and a community health center as referral center for every 4 primary health centers covering population of 80,000 to 1.2 lakhs. There are 668 primary healthcare centers, 114 community healthcare centers, 42 sub-district and divisional hospitals, and 10 district hospitals in the state. Though Telangana has a good rail and air transport system, yet road transport is most important one. It helps the people, especially in rural areas, to travel from one place to another with much ease. 6 national highways run through the state of Telangana, making commuting between cities an easy affair. NH7 is the longest national highway in Telangana that enters the state from Adilabad in the north and goes till Mahbubnagar before exiting the state on its south. Nizamabad, Medak, Rangareddy and Hyderabad are the other important districts that NH7 crosses. Telangana has one commercial airport which has access to international flights along with some non-used airstrip for emergency purposes. Rajiv Gandhi International Airport under the governance of Airport Authority of India is the only airport in the state of Telangana with connections to domestic and international destinations. There are 207 railway stations in Telangana. The 5 main Telangana railway stations are Secunderabad Junction, Hyderabad Deccan, Kachaguda, Warangal and Kasipet Junction. The Telangana movement was instrumental in the creation of the new state, and Telangana Rashtra Samiti, a party which led the Telangana movement after 2001, forms the government in the Telangana Legislative Assembly under the Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Major parties of Telangana state are Telangana Rashtra Samiti, IMEL Muslimen, Bharatiya Janata Party, Indian National Congress and Telugu Desam Party. The current Chief Minister of Telangana is K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Rao joined the Telugu Desam Party in 1983 and contested against A. Madan Mohan and lost that election. He won 4 consecutive assembly elections from Siddipet in 1985 and 1999. From 1987 to 1988, he worked as the Minister of Drought and Relief in Chief Minister N.T. Ramarao's cabinet. K. Chandrasekhar Rao is the first Chief Minister of Telangana. His party name is Telangana Rashtra Samiti. His party won 103 out of 119 seats. There is no opposition party in the state. The next state election will be in 2023. Some of the famous leaders of the state are N.T. Ramarao, Kalvakuntala Taraka Ramarao, Kalvakuntala Kavita, Harish Rao, Guvala Balaraju, Revanth Reddy, and Mari Janardhan Reddy. Some of the famous personalities from other domains are Zakir Hussain, India's first Muslim president, P.V. Narasimha Rao, India's 9th Prime Minister, Dia Mirza, an Indian actor and social activist, Muhammad Azharuddin, cricket fraternity, an Indian politician, a former member of parliament, and P.V. Sindhu, a talented Indian badminton player. Warangal. The district lies not very far from the capital city of Hyderabad and is one of the largest cities in Telangana. Warangal enshrines a huge number of ancient temples and mountains. The Pakal Lake is a must visit. The thousand-pillar temple here is a historic marvel to behold. Khammam. The city's name Khammam owes to the local derivation of the name of hill located in the area. The Godavari River covers an area of 250 kilometers in the area from the Warangal district. This is also rich in coal minerals and called the coal town of South India. The town is famous for its lake, forts, temples and hot springs. The Kinnasani Wildlife Sanctuary is a great place to visit which houses animals like tigers, pythons, jackals, etc. Mehboob Nagar. Located at a distance of around 100 kilometers from the capital city, Hyderabad. Mehboob Nagar was the core of the Satavahanas and the Chalukya dynasty's reign and was also a part of the princely state of Hyderabad. The town is famous for its various palaces and ancient temples. A major tourist attraction is the Pirlamari, which is a 800 years old banyan tree, and its underlings are spread across 3 acres of land. Medak. Medak is famous for its rock paintings that date back to the Neolithic era. The Narsapur forest is a great place to visit, especially for the wildlife enthusiasts. The Devnur village is a beautiful village which is located by the Manjira river and is a great place to visit. The Manjira Wildlife Sanctuary is also a great place to visit and is a home to a variety of migratory birds and crocodiles. The Medak Cathedral is a monolithic church of the Methodist Christian sect and the second largest diocese in the world. The Gothic style architecture is a marvel to behold. Implementation of Mahatma Gandhi Kalvakurti lift irrigation scheme in Mehboob district. 2 laning of Narekal Nagarjuna Sagar Dam section in length of 85.1 km under NHDP 4. Construction of high level bridge across Godavari river at 166 km of NH 221 in Warangal district. Implementation of Alampur lift irrigation scheme in Mehboob district. And setting up of 10 megawatt solar photovoltaic power unit at Chillapalli. And that's it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed and learnt a lot from it. I will see you with another incredible state of India in the next. And don't forget to subscribe our channel and share it with your friends.